Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've went ahead and made one of these videos. You can see Momo running around in the background every now and then. Um, I was gonna make one of these videos, rambling or ranting about the whole Mass Effect Miranda's ass thing, but I decided, you know what? I don't really care. I don't care enough to make a video about it. However, recently, there's been a little bit of juicy drama regarding Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8, and I do have an opinion on that, so I figured I'd go ahead and talk about that. Um, this is going to have very, very mild, like a super small spoiler, regarding Resident Evil 8 within the first, like, couple hours of the game. So, if you don't want that, click off the video because I can't talk about this without talking about that because the whole issue is regarding the first couple hours of the game. Okay? Okay. We're all understanding? All right. A lot of people have an issue with the fact that Lady Domitresk, I think is how you say it. At least that's how Ethan says it in the game. Is only in the game for like the first 2 hours. And people are upset that the entire game does not revolve around Lady Domitresk. Okay? A lot of people are actually really upset by this. And for me, I just cannot really fathom this because people are saying that it's false advertising. They're saying, oh, you advertise the game as being all about Lady Domitresk and all about her daughters and shit like that and the castle level, and all of that is done in the first 2 hours. In fact, basically every single scene that is in any of the trailers is done and over with in the first like 2 hours of the game. And people are calling that false advertising. Now, call me old fashioned, man, but I really don't want video games to turn out like movies these days. Have you seen a trailer for a movie in the past few years? Have you? It's the stupidest fucking thing on the planet, man. They show you the entire movie. There's so many times where I see a trailer for a movie and it literally has the entire film synopsis in the trailer. Like it tells you everything about it to the point where I go, is there even a point in me watching this movie? Because I feel like I literally just saw the summary of the entire film. So for me, when I was playing the first couple hours of Resident Evil 8 and I had already seen everything that was in the trailers, that shit made me hype, dude. I was really hype. I'm like, yo, this is sick. This means the rest of the game, I have no idea what I'm going into. This is really exciting. But for some reason, that upset a lot of people to the point of calling it false advertising. Now, I don't know if these people they want gaming to become like movies where you watch a trailer for a game and you go, "Okay, I know the entire synopsis of the fucking game now. I know every single thing. There's not even a point to me playing it." I don't know if that's what they want, but to me this is absolutely idiotic, man, because like I said, it's a breath of fresh air when you go through and you play the first 2 hours of the game and you're like, "Wow, like, I've seen every trailer for this game, and I have seen basically everything that was in all of the trailers. And I'm only 2 hours into the game, and it's a 12-hour game, 10-hour game, 8-hour game. I don't know. I've heard a lot of different lengths. I haven't beaten it yet, obviously, or else the review would be up on the channel. But I was busy this weekend. Okay, I'm only like three hours into the game, 3.5, something like that. But to me, the actual story of the game, which I'm not going to spoil, is a lot more interesting, albeit very video gamey, is a lot more interesting than anything that we saw in the trailer, or any of the trailers, than anything that was promised, not even promised, shown with Lady Dimitrescu. Um, so this is just something I wanted to talk about, maybe get some of your guys' opinions on it. What do you think about this? Do you think that video game trailers need to show the entire game? Do you think they need to show you, the vast majority of the story and the plot points? Or do you think that games should do it like Resident Evil 8 have, where they show you shit and you think, man, they're showing way too much here. And then you actually play the demos and you're like, wait, like the vast majority of the stuff in the trailers is in these demos. And that's only like an hour of gameplay. And then you play the first 2 hours of the game and you're like, wait, that was everything from all of the trailers. What is happening next? What's happening? I have no idea. Let me know. I'm honestly very interested. My monitor just went off. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. I'm honestly really interested to hear your guys' opinions on it. Because I mean, you know where I sit. I would much rather go into a game uninformed, assuming it's a good game, right? Like, sure, if you're advertising your game to be one thing and it's not, then I understand. People had the same conversation with Last of Us 2. Spoilers for Last of Us 2 if you somehow don't know. But, Last of Us 2, you play half the game as Ellie, like all the advertising showed. And you play half of the game as Abby. And for me, at the beginning, I was thinking this is false advertising, because they're selling a game of Ellie and Joel, right? And that is not the game at all that you got. But then when I actually played the game and I realized that, wow, you get like 10 hours with Ellie and then you get 10 hours with Abby, I thought, okay, this isn't really false advertising because you still get a lot of fucking video game playing as Ellie. You get a lot of video game playing as Ellie, and then sure, it has the perspective switch, but at the end of the day, you're still playing a lot. Yeah, the Joel thing was a fucked up, pulling the carpet right out from under you, but I understand why they did that. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on video game trailers, and should they show this shit? Should they not show this shit? Where I stand. And just a little quick thing about Miranda's ass. For those of you who don't know, with the Mass Effect Remastered trilogy, they're taking out a bunch of shots of Miranda's ass. I'm not gonna make a video on it. I was going to, but my thoughts on that. That's fine. There will still be plenty of Miranda's ass within the game. I don't need to see the still cuts as she's talking about how abusive her father was to her and how she's had a terrible childhood. I don't need to see the low camera angle of her ass. You know what I mean? I don't need to see that. I understand why they're taking them out. Her ass is still going to be there. It's still going to be glorious, even more glorious than ever with more polygons or whatever the fuck pixels of 4K ass. So you know what? I'm totally fine with it. No issues for me. I don't know why people are so butthurt about it. See what I did there? Butthurt? Because it's about a butt? Okay. Anyway. What a pain in the ass. Okay. That'll do it for me. Say bye, Momo. Momo, come say bye. Say goodbye to everyone. Okay. You heard it here first. Momo loves me. He doesn't love you guys. And, yep. He just ate. And now my face is gonna smell like fucking dog food. So that's kind of sick. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Stream Rooney. Bye. Wave. Wave. Good wave. Good wave.